Did you say that?
No. Brittiany Cierra, Examiner.com. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Hello.
Great.
So last night, I got to see the pilot episode of Underground.
What
What'd
did
you
you
think?
think?
I loved it. I was actually, I'm going to be completely honest. I was surprised at how much I loved it.
Really?
There was actually like a lot of depth to the characters, depth to the story. I think what people are afraid of sometimes when they see things like this is that they're going to get a slave story.
We share that same fear.
Really?
Initially,
Initially.
you know, upon hearing about the project, I was like, well, what are we walking into? And then once once I read the script, once we both read the script, it was like, oh, we get their voice. And a lot of that, I think, was driven, Misha and Joe wrote the heck out of this story, but I remember Misha saying, there's a way to tell this story. There's a way you can tell this story, you can watch it, and you can enjoy it. You know, has to be told, but there's a way to do it. And I think she worked very hard to figure that out, and I think she hit on something genius. She's amazing at what she does. I have a lot of respect for that girl.
And I think the idea of exploring the Underground Railroad is something that we, as storytellers, wanted to be a part of. You know, the Underground Railroad's like a paragraph in history books. And there's not a lot we know about it, but when you go back and explore it, it's incredibly empowering. It really is, because these were people who were brilliant. They didn't have GPS systems, they didn't have maps or texting or any sort of technology. They used hymns and songs and moss hanging on a tree and the stars to communicate and escape. They ran 600 miles sometimes. And it's interesting for us as actors to explore not just the courage, but the complexity behind whether or not to make that choice. You know, of course we sit here in current day time and say, yes, I would make that choice any day. Of course they couldn't keep me enslaved. But it's not that simple, because mental enslavement is way more powerful than physical enslavement.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I can't decide whether or not I want oatmeal or cereal.
It's hard out here.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a real decision. You know what I'm saying? It's hard on your boy.
I hear you.
But, we can always say what we will and won't do until you really hit with that environment. And you have to reconsider everything. Because for slaves, or the enslaved, rather, to run meant consequence, and it meant death, regardless of whether you made it or not. If you ran and you got free, you never were caught. All your family, anybody that you know, still back on the plantation, they're paying the price for it. If you run and you get caught, either you die or you're made an example of, you know. And this is continuous. So to fight for what is yours, you already know it's not going to be easy. It's going to be very painful.
And the risk.
And there's so much risk every second of the day. And we explore that adventure here, beat by beat. This show doesn't sleep, but it's exciting and it's fun. I mean, you know, there's all that, but we also have the honest moments where we laugh, we cry, we love one another, we have fun, we dance, you know, we have a little, we have time to just take in a moment of just enjoying each other.
Well, and that's the beauty of it being a television show, is we have really the platform to explore who our ancestors were, that, you know, they participated in their life. Like you were saying, they laughed, they fell in love, they danced. They were people, you know, and
they wrote stories.
Yes, yes, and they were incredibly empowered. And so, yeah, it's been incredibly challenging.
It has been challenging.
But
Lord,
just,
no.
Yes, but
Bad
just
Bruce.
so rewarding and fulfilling
Yeah.
for us to be a part of it.
Okay, well, thank you both for your time.
Thank you.
So much.
Thank you.
Oh, before we leave, can I get a